The Boys, probably the best superhero-related type TV show out right now. One of the characters known as Queen Maeve is a powerful character that also appears in live action. Very enjoyable show. And the intensity of the show is what makes it exciting. You don't know who's going to die next. But for right now, how strong is Queen Maeve? Right off gate, you get an idea of her power by they did a simulation of The Boys versus the Seven on who would come out the survivors. Queen Maeve is one of the survivors, of course, Homelander and Noah as well. And if one of the 7 members die, there's like a resurrection program. There's a possibility they can come back to life. To let you know how strong she is in the hierarchy, she's a part of the big 3. I mean, what do you expect when they cost $19 billion to make? A lot of people consider her the Wonder Woman of the group because she's a powerhouse but uses a sword. They say Homelander and Maeve are the real heavy hitters, so that makes sense. As you can see in this occasion with them flying up to a plane. Humans are considered like paste when it comes to her. She can fly through them like butter. But our best way to get an understanding of how strong she is to get an idea of how strong other beings in the 7 like Homelander are. Strong enough to throw grown men, crazy speeds, throw people off ledges, pull out a sword if she wishes. Despite her being one of the big 3, it is implied there is a gap between her and Homelander though. It's implied that all the members of the 7, including Queen Maeve, Homelander can slide their finger through titanium like it's nothing. There's other heroes that supposedly existed in this world, but the 7 are supposedly nukes compared to their sticks of dynamite in comparison to them. That at the very least they're at the top of the food chain. So you can kind of get an idea of how strong she is or Homelander is based on what other heroes from the past can do. There's other soups that are considered lower than the 7 that can duplicate natural disasters, one could say. There's soups in the past that the 7 supposedly are above that can melt tanks. In the comics, there's implications they do have limits, even if they are extremely high limits, like nukes being able to supposedly take them out, like how they say a nuke could take out Homelander. So when it comes to Queen Maeve, at the very most, we could say she's city-ish level, even though we don't have no visuals of that. They imply she's not that far from Homelander, even though it is a decent gap. The very best, they are like, they can withstand nukes, or a nuke could kill them, you know what I mean? More than likely the nuke killing them. This is one of them rare situations where the live action version might be stronger than the comic one. Since she's basically a compound V user, that's the whole reason they got powers anyway. Nobody in this universe was born with their abilities. So the limits of how much she can lift is unknown, but she could definitely lift over hundreds of tons or even bridges, possibly buildings, stuff like that. But when it comes to her live action version, that awkward moment when the live action has more showings of her strength though, lifts a man up with one arm, curb stomps his neck, like that. Similar to comics, other supers that are not in the 7, she can box it up and make them bleed by just punching her straight up. This is the same Stormfront that doesn't have no reactions to bullets or nothing, or crowbars at that. Beings like Black Noir can throw people through pillars, and she's strong enough to restrain beings like Black Noir, and she can just straight up lift a large chunk of metal because she's that strong, because why not? One can say this is durability and strength for how the truck just stopped on the spot with her just standing there. And the armor she wears is completely bulletproof, as you can see, and she doesn't even feel the shock afterward. Being hit by metal bars don't seem to phase her like that. Seems that she doesn't skip a leg day, how she can jump real high. She's one of the powerhouses of the group that actually has fighting ability, curb stomping people while they have metal bars, reacting, dodging. Can't really land a real hit on them, if you know what I'm saying. Get curbed. Part of this is just she's just stronger. You can see her literally practicing her sword combat while she's by herself alone, let you know, yeah, she's just a skilled warrior in all that regard, right? When they tried to have her sedated, she broke out of the cuffs when she was in this truck with all these people. They all got curb stomped because she's that strong when she was imprisoned. She threw this lighter way out the window that far and even decided to break the gun literally. In the latest season, she actually got bold enough to even punch Homelander and even fight him to a decent degree, damage him. She actually was able to, was standing a couple blows from him. They fighting him, putting them hands on him, nose bleeding, everything. Even withstanding some blasts from the chest without. Shows her superior fighting skill here, but she did get damaged. But whether you're talking live action or comics, you gotta respect her strength. I'll see you guys later as well, but also give a shout out to those that donate to the channel. Respect Queen Maeve. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.